Yo, what up guys? Nightmare here. Today I'm bringing you another Division 2 build video. Today we're focusing on the gear set Negotiators Dilemma. I messed around with this gear set a little bit back in the past, but I never put the full effort and made like a good build for it. But you know what? I was thinking of a build to make and I came up with this. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's check out a little bit of gameplay. If you guys want to skip ahead, the build is at 2 minutes 30 seconds. But yeah, let's look at this. But yeah, I do want to say this build is freaking amazing. Like, it's straight DPS, but you could almost call it like crowd control in a way. Like the way that it's a strategic type of gameplay. There's a certain way to like really make it good, and I'll go over that here in a little bit. But real quick, I do want to say just thank you guys so much for the support you've been showing me. Like, one of my videos is over 1,000 views, and like it just has me in like shock. Like, oh my god, what did I make? That's freaking crazy. Like, thank you so much, guys. I put like the road to 100 on my last video, and I think like I'm 2 subs away, and that's just insane. So thank you guys so much. Like, you're awesome. Thank you for your time. I'm going to keep trying to put that good content out there for you. Any suggestions, please throw them in the comments. I'm definitely open to anything, if you want to build or any help or anything, just hit me up in the comments and we can definitely make that happen. Please like and subscribe. Let's keep getting that sub count up there. Like I said, I'm trying to hit that 100. But yeah, guys, this is me taking on 2 Chungas in Lincoln Memorial. The game hates me and they wanted to spawn another Chunga with a Chunga, so freaking butt buddies or something. But yeah, guys, let's get into this build. All right. Alright guys, let's check out the build. So the specialization, we'll start with that. I chose Gunner for a few reasons. The grenade's good for heavies. You get 10% armor on kill. Every third reload's 50% faster. That armor kit's going to give you 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. You generate 10% of total ammo capacity every 60 seconds, and your friends get 5%, so it's definitely, does help them out. 10% weapon handling while not moving. You need to be motionless. I definitely proc this a lot because, this is a straight like DPS build. You're a little bit squishy, and I play in cover most of the time at least. Rate of fire increases by 5% on kill for 5 seconds. The last thing I want to say is make sure you're spec'd into the right weapons that you are using on your build. I forget sometimes, and you're just losing out on 15% damage. So definitely double check it, just to be safe. If you're doing PvP, I would run Firewall. And really you could run like anything, any specialization with this build. In the very beginning, I was not using the Negotiators chest piece, and I was actually using a chest piece with Spotter on it, getting 15% amplified damage to pulsed enemies. With that link laser pointer, you pulse them, so that is an option there. The sharpshooter is good for that rifle damage, headshot, 50% extra headshot damage, and all stability. All weapons you get stability on. I mean, it's really, at the end of the day, it's your choice. I chose Gunner. It was really fitting for the build that I'm going for. So on my main weapon is that custom P416. I was going to use the Eagle Bearer because I love that gun, but I actually found out this hits harder for this build. It crits harder just for this build. I was doing a lot of testing in the shooting range, and that's why I went with this. I'm running crit chance on all my mods, scope, laser pointer, and muzzle with that 20 round mag. You gotta have that 20 round mag. I got 10% damage to target out of cover, and I'm running Strained. So I would either choose Strained or Killer. I prefer Strained because it's like guaranteed. So gain 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you are firing, stacks up to 5 times. With the custom P416, you got 750 RPM. So you're maxing out 5 stacks. You got about 19 bullets left in the magazine, so you're doing crazy damage at the end of that mag. So definitely a good gun to choose. You want a slower rate of fire gun if you're going to use strained. I am running the Diamondback as my secondary. It's got 10% accuracy, it's got 10% reload speed, 10% stability, and 15% critical hit damage. The main reason I'm using this is because this gun is based on crits, crit chance, crit damage. So every time you pull this weapon out or reload this weapon, it's going to mark an enemy. So hitting that enemy consumes that mark, guaranteeing a critical hit with damage amplified by 20%. And then after hitting that mark, all shots fired are guaranteed critical hits for 5 seconds. So definitely a good talent there, especially with the build we're going for. And I'm just using the pistol that Gunner comes with perfect preservation. I chose to use the Coyote's mask. Like I said, I did a lot of testing around with this build, and I found out just to be the best setup for what I'm going for. I'm always going to be fighting in about 0 to 25 meters. So I'm either going to get that 25% critical hit damage or 10% critical hit chance and 10% critical hit damage. So the chest piece I am using for Negotiators. So let's go over Negotiators really quick, guys. I'm sure you guys all know, but the 2-piece gives you 15 crit chance. The 3-piece gives you 20% crit damage. Hostile Negotiations is the talent. Critical hits mark enemies for 20 seconds, up to 3 marks total. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all other marked enemies take 60% of the damage dealt. Whenever a marked enemy dies, you gain +2 critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times or until combat ends. So that's up to 40% extra crit damage. You can see I'm just running weapon damage, crit damage. I do have 1 crit chance mod. And the chest piece talent, instead of marking 3 enemies, you can mark up to 5 at a time. So I chose to go with that. Like I said, you don't have to. There's, certain situations that you probably don't need to mark 5 enemies, but it's really up to you. But I went with the backpack and the chest piece. So here's my holster, max crit damage, 13.7 weapon damage, and I chose to run Frox's Prayers. Like I said, I did a lot of testing, and I found out this to be the best setup. You get that 8% damage to target out of cover, that's multiplicated, and that's, pretty much all the time, and I got 12% crit hit damage on there. Plus, you get that brand bonus of 10% rifle damage to help out with that Diamondback. The gloves, God rolled with crit damage, and the backpack. So I'm running the Negotiators backpack. It's a must-have. If you're running Negotiators, you have to run the backpack. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't. So the talent increases hostile negotiations damage to additional marked enemies from 60 to 100%. So they're taking full damage of your crit. So when you crit on the enemy, all the other enemies mark will take full damage. Alright, you gotta run that. I'm running the Reviver High for when I screw up, I get picked up. And I'm running the Repair Drone, the Fixer Drone. I'm at skill tier 0, but I found this to be the best. It does keep me alive. You could run the Chem Launcher, but honestly at skill tier 0, I think the Fixer Drone is better. But let's go over the stats. I got 51.8 crit chance, 156.9 crit damage on my rifle, and 188.9 on my rifle. My bad. It was actually, 156.9 on my assault rifle. 75% headshot damage. My bad, guys. I'm a little screwing up my words today. 98 all weapon damage bonus, which is great. You got that 30% assault rifle damage bonus, and I got 39% rifle damage bonus. So last thing I do want to go over is 72,000 armor on kill, and I have a 726,000 armor. So that's where you get that 10% armor on kill from Gunner. But yeah, guys, awesome build. We'll go over it a little more in the gameplay, so let's check it out. Alright, so we're at the range. So what this gear set does is you shoot an enemy, and when you crit on an enemy, they get marked. You can see a little mark above their head. And then when you're shooting an enemy, all enemies that are marked take 100% damage from critical hits. So you can like focus, like shoot a heavy first, or shoot like the tank first, the elite, and then like go down and shoot, you know, blue bars, red bars, and then go back to that elite and focus him. Like that's what I do, and it will wipe out all the other enemies. But as you're shooting the red bars and the blue bars to tag them, you're doing damage on that elite too. So when you go back to the elite, his armor's already almost off, and then you just finish him off. That's how I play it. You know, strategic. Like, I think that's the best way to play it. As you can see there, like, I just took out the boss and the ads with ease on Air and Space Museum on Heroic. FYI, guys, with this gear set, it's kind of buggy, and it's not showing enemies being tagged. It will show some, but just know, as long as you see that crit hit on them, just move to the next. They're tagged. Like, don't even worry about it. As you can see, like, it's not showing that dude tagged, but he's tagged. So I don't know if it's just my game. I doubt it is. I'm sure it's just a bug right now with Negotiators that they're going to have to fix. I'll send in a video of it to them and maybe, you know, get it fixed sooner. But yeah, it's a great gear set. I just want to show you this 3-shot on the last boss with the Diamondback. Like, that's insane, dude. Like, 3-shot freaking on that strong-ass boss. But yeah, guys, really fun build to run. I definitely recommend it. Like, it's really, really good for solo play. Like, it makes life a lot easier. It's fun to play because, like I said, there's a little strategy to it. But yeah, definitely check it out. Once again, thank you guys so much for the views, the support, and the new subs. It's crazy. I really, really appreciate it. A lot more content to come. Thank you all. Have a good day.